80% of people with persistent pain report trouble with sleep. This because we can go through a cycle where we have a chronic pain condition that leads to trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. This can delay our healing, alter our mood, and increase our stress, which can lead to unhelpful coping strategies and an increased stress around sleep, which could lead to more difficulty sleeping. So what can we do if we have trouble with sleep? The first thing we want to look at is sleep hygiene. These are habits and environmental factors that can impact our sleep. So we want to look at what our daytime habits are. Nicotine and alcohol are thought to help us relax or to be stress relievers, which might be true to some people to an extent, but what research tells us is that physiologically, this can increase the stress response and lead to poor quality of sleep. If you're drinking or smoking, we recommend that you limit the amount and avoid it before going to sleep. We also want to look at how much caffeine you're consuming. Sometimes we drink coffee or other caffeinated drinks to wake us up, but we want to make sure that it's not impacting our ability to fall asleep at night. Having caffeine can also lead to more insomnia symptoms and worsen ones that can be pre-existing. If you're having caffeine, try to drink it earlier in the day and limit it to a couple of cups. And lastly, we want to look at what our intake of food is prior to bed. We don't want to be too full or too hungry, and we want to limit spicy and fatty foods as they can make us feel uncomfortable before bed. There are some foods that can make us feel a bit sleepy, like tart cherries, warm milk, and some teas. You can give them a try and see how they work for you. Exercise, like we mentioned previously, can increase our sleep drive. Throughout the day, we want to try to move as much as we can, but before bed, we want to avoid strenuous activities, and we want to try calmer exercises like taking a nice walk, doing some yoga, or some breathing exercises. How about our sleep environment? We want to make sure that our bedroom is conducive to sleep. Is it dark enough? Is it cool enough? Is it quiet? We also want to use our bedroom for sleep and sex only. We want to make sure that the relationship between sleep and our bed is really strong, so don't do anything else besides sleep and sex. When it comes to positioning, we want to avoid sleeping on our stomach. Instead, we want to try side lying or lying on your back. Using pillows to help with positioning can be helpful. So 1 to 2 pillows to keep the neck in line with the spine, or if you're lying on your back, having a pillow under your knees can help. You can play around with this and see what works best for you. At night, we want to minimize blue light that is emitted from different electronics, so we want to avoid it about 1 hour before bedtime, as it can be too stimulating for our brain. Blue light also disrupts the production of melatonin. What we could do to minimize blue light is replace our bedroom light bulbs with softer red-orange colored lighting or candlelight, install apps like Flux on your computer, switch to night mode on our devices, and we can wear blue light blocking glasses. We can also get in the routine of doing the same thing over and over, half an hour to 60 minutes before you go to bed. So in essence, creating a sleep routine. A sleep routine can help our brain and body recognize that it's time for sleep. We can do calming activities like taking a warm bath, reading, journaling, or meditation. We also want to challenge unhelpful thoughts and beliefs. Do I have unrealistic expectations? Am I assuming the worst? Blaming everything on sleep? Challenging these unhelpful thinking patterns can be a good way to decrease our stress around sleep. What if I wake up due to pain? It's been found that individuals with chronic pain spend more time in light sleep, so it's more likely that you'll wake up throughout the night or have interrupted sleep. Try not to panic or get frustrated, as it can activate your stress system. Having a toolkit nearby with things that can ease your pain and using strategies that have been helpful before are a good idea. If you don't find that these work, speak to your family doctor or pharmacist, because they can help you find medications or determine if there's an underlying sleep disorder like sleep apnea. Relaxation training can be helpful. It's a skill that can be learned and easily accessible. Relaxation exercises such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and guided visualization can help put the body into rest and digest mode. This can also be restorative in its own right. There are apps such as Headspace, Insight Timer, and the Calm app, and they all have a whole sleep section that has specific relaxation exercises